Hi guys, hope you had a good day so far. So this video, I thought I'd do a video going over Q School. So Q School is only, well, it's less than 2 weeks away now. Starts on the 16th of January. It's in Wigan, and I'm basically going to do a video going over the rules, what's sort of going to go on, what time you need to be there, stuff like that. So if you're unsure about Q School, or if it's your first time you've been to Q School and you wanted just a little bit of information about what you can and can't do while you're there, I want to go over it in this video as best as I can, and yeah, so if you've got any friends going to Q School as well, show them this video so they know what to expect while they're there. Because if you're unsure and you get there and you're a bit nervous and you're not sure about what you can and can't do, then it might be a little bit like on your mind. So let's get into it. Okay, so it's in Wigan, it's at the Robin Park Leisure Centre, and it is directly opposite the DW Stadium, which is Wigan Football Ground Stadium. Yeah, so it's directly opposite. There is a car park that is at the stadium as well. It's literally like across the road, so you can park there and walk over, no problem. I've been caught out by this once. You have to pay for parking in there now. You didn't have to a few years ago, but now you do. I got a parking ticket there once. So they are pretty hot on it. I only parked there once without paying for a ticket. I've never done it again, but I did get a ticket there. So be careful doing that when you're parking and stuff like that. So the venue will open at 8 AM. What you have to do is walk into the venue. You just walk in a straight line all the way down to the back end of the venue, and you'll see people there with giving out wristbands and stuff. So just walk straight to the end and you'll be there. But it opens at 8 AM and the draw will begin, or the registration will close at 9:30 and the draw will begin after that. So really you want to get there at 8 o'clock. You don't want to be later. If you potentially get drawn out first and you get there for 9, you might be on by 10 o'clock. So you're going to want to get there for 8 o'clock, really. Yeah, I would definitely suggest you get there for 8 o'clock. If you miss registration, then that's kind of on you. There's nothing anyone's going to do about it. You won't get your money back, but you will still be eligible to enter the other days, but you just won't be able to enter that day. As far as guests go as well, what I'm seeing on the website is that you're allowed one guest. So when you bring your guest to the signing in, the registration desk, you'll just let the officials know who your guest is. They will get a wristband as well, and the wristband will have your name on it, so they will know who they are with as well. So if they cause any trouble or have any issues while they're inside the venue, then they'll probably get kicked out, or they'll 100% get kicked out, but you will also get in trouble for it as well. So it could cause you some issues there. So make sure your guests know what the rules are as well while they're there. Another thing, if you're under 18 and you're caught drinking, that will be you banned. So you won't be able to play. They probably won't let you in for the other days as well. So if you are under 18 and you're going to drink, keep it as quiet as possible. Don't make it obvious. Obviously, my advice to you would be don't do it, but I'm not your mum. You can drink if you want. Just keep it quiet, and if you get caught, you're in trouble. So be very, very subtle with it. Also, drinking is allowed inside the playing room. You'll be allowed to have alcohol at the boards until the draw is done. So once the draw is done, there'll be security who walk round the venue basically, and they will take any drinks off your table. So just be prepared for that. Your drinks may be removed, so just before the draw's done, or if you see people walking around taking drinks, just grab your drink, put it on your table, that'll be fine. Once the draw's done, only water is allowed on the playing side of the barrier. So I'll explain that once as well. Where the boards are, there will be a metal barrier that goes round all the boards with a little table, so you've got a place to put all your stuff and put your drinks and stuff like that. And you will not be allowed to bring alcohol. It will be water only as well, so nothing other than water will be allowed into the playing area once the draw is done. But outside the playing area, the other side of the barriers, you can drink what you want, whatever, that's fine. Phones and tablets and stuff. So on the website, it says that you are allowed to use your phones and your tablets in the playing room, but not in the playing area. So as far as I'm aware, on PDC events, you're not allowed your phone whatsoever in any part of the room. So whether that's changed or not, or whether they just not updated the website, I don't know. But be prepared to have people tell you to put your phone away. And if they catch you too many times, you will get in trouble for it. So just be prepared for that. I don't know the exact rules. It doesn't make sense that you're allowed them now, because there was a big thing that happened a few years ago which made you not allowed to use your phones in the playing room whatsoever. So I don't know what the deal is on that, but just be prepared to have your phones on silent or off, or someone coming and speaking to you about them. The dress code. So the dress code is kind of not so upheld in these sorts of events, so you can sort of wear whatever you want. It needs to be a collared shirt. Most of you are going to be wearing some sort of dart shirt anyway, like a windmill dart shirt or a target dart shirt, or whatever it is that you like to play in. So it has to be collared. That's the first rule. But there are regulations on your sponsorships, and there are regulations on what's on your shirt. Now, these regulations only apply to streamed games and TV tournaments. So the floor tournaments are very, very lenient. So this is another one. Be prepared for it, but it might not happen. So the rules are, you can only have certain sized patches on your shirts for sponsorships and stuff. They're not going to get a measuring stick out. If you've just got patches, you'll be fine. Like, don't worry about them. As long as the patches aren't ridiculously huge, then you'll be fine. Another rule is you can't have a sponsorship on the back of your shirt. So if I grab my shirt, wait there one second. So if I grab my shirt here, I do not play, by the way. This is just a shirt that I use. You're allowed 2 patches here and 2 patches here. They have to be a certain size. You're also allowed a patch on your sleeve, and you're also allowed a patch on the other sleeve. Now, on the back of this shirt, I have a big sponsor here, which is the team I play for. That would not be normally allowed, okay? So just be aware that if you have a shirt that has a sponsorship on the back like this, be prepared to take another shirt with you, because they might call you up for it. They probably won't, and they'll be very lenient on it because it's Q School, it's not a pro tour, it's not a TV event, and they'll be lenient. So it probably won't happen, but just be prepared. You're also not allowed any sponsorships on the back of your collar, which some people do. I don't on this shirt. But some people do, so just be aware of it. Bring a spare shirt with you to the venue, just in case. It does say on the website that it applies, those rules apply to streaming games and TV games. And Q School is going to be streamed this year. Barry Hearn confirmed it a little while ago. I'll show you the tweet on the screen. He confirmed that Q School will be streamed, so there'll be 2 boards in the room that are streamed, and there'll be 30 boards in the room that aren't streamed. But everything will be on Darts Connect as well. But we'll get onto that in a minute. More on the dress code. So the dress code is kind of strict. It's quite strict. You have to wear shoes. You have to wear like proper shoes. It doesn't state the colour. It used to always be black, and then people would get complained at for wearing, like James Wade wears brown, and then Peter Wright wears whatever the hell he wants. But it doesn't say it has to be black shoes. But I would just wear black shoes if you are able to. And then also it has to be trousers as well. You must wear trousers. You can't wear any sort of jean type trouser. And also the footwear, yeah, has to be shoes. If you have a medical issue that means that you should be playing in trainers, number one, you have to have some sort of proof, like a note from a medical, like a doctor or something, to say that you need to wear trainers for whatever reason. And the trainers will have to be like all black as well. So get like the blackest trainers you can get, and you'll be fine. Another thing is headwear. So you can't wear any headwear unless it's religious related, or you have another medical thing going on where you need to wear some sort of headwear, whatever that is. I don't know, but if you need to wear a headwear, you will know. So if it's medical reasons, you will have to have a doctor's note, and religious reasons, then I don't suppose there's any way you can prove that. But if you have religious reasons for wearing headwear, you'll be able to wear headwear in the venue, and that'll be fine, and while you're playing. So yeah, social media and stuff like that. They're very hot on social media. If you lose a game and your marker causes a mistake, and you go on Twitter saying this, that, and the other, PDC, rubbish, blah, 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 you'll get called up for it. There's no way you won't. You 100% will, and you'll get in trouble for it. It's just not worth it. Don't post anything on social media that's going to negatively affect your chances of playing in Q School or being allowed to come back to events or anything like that. Just be smart, okay? Be smart. You'll be fine. Okay, I think I've explained that sort of part of things. Let's get on to actually playing in games. So I've already said no alcohol is allowed past the barriers, so you can't bring alcohol while you're playing your matches. Only bottled water is allowed. There will be 32 boards in the room, so they'll all be individually sectioned off. Really, really nice boards to play on, so you haven't got to worry about anything like that. No distractions as well. The room is normally pretty quiet. There will be a lot of people in the room though, so just be aware that there might be people watching your games, and there's nothing you can do about it. just get on with your game, try and ignore it, and you'll be fine. There will be 2 stream boards as far as I'm aware, or at least 2 stream boards. They might do more. I don't think they will do more. I think they're only really capable of doing 2 stream boards. They don't do more on the Pro Tour, so I don't see why they do more on the Q School. But yes, so there are 2 stream boards. They will be sort of sectioned off somewhere with a big curtain, so you'll be able to watch those games on television screens just outside of the playing section, the playing area. You can't stand there and watch it like actually right in front of you. So be aware of that. But yeah, there will be stream boards. Also, to get a tour card every single day, the 2 finalists of the day will get tour cards guaranteed. So they will not have to go back for the rest of the days, however many days there are left. They'll also not be allowed to play for the other days as well. So if you earn your tour card on the Thursday, you won't be allowed, even though you've paid for it, you won't be allowed to play Friday, Saturday or Sunday. That will be you done. You've got your tour card. You won't be able to play anymore. Anyone who doesn't win their tour cards on the given day by reaching the final, there'll be an order of merit that continues over the week or over the weekends, over the 4 days, and that will be how they decide who wins the remaining tour cards. So it's never sure how many tour cards are available until like now. I'm not going to go and research it, but let's say you can get another 10 tour cards. The top 10 on the order of merit after the players who have already won on merit will get tour cards, and that will be done based on how many matches you've won, and how many points you accumulate, and then after that it'll be how many legs you've won and lost. So if it's tied, you win, and you win on legs, then you'll get the tour card, and the person you're tied with will not, basically. Markers is another one. So the PDC will try their best to get themselves markers for every single board, but they might not. 32 boards is a lot of boards. I'm fairly certain they will fill all 32 boards, but if you get there and like it's more likely they'll fill the boards on Saturday and Sunday, maybe on Friday. But if you get there on Thursday and you've got to mark your board, you can get someone else to mark it for you. The rules state that the person who is refereeing the game must be wearing trousers, must be wearing like darts attire. So it doesn't have to be you to mark the board. If you want to pay someone else to do it, then you can do. But for the most part, that'll be your responsibility to sort. If you do not mark a board, or you do not get a referee to come and mark the board for you, then it'll be up to you, and you'll be the person who gets fined or told off or disciplined in however way that they decide necessary. So make sure that if you're marking the board, you know what's going on. Another thing is just timekeeping, knowing when you're on and being aware of what's going on. The officials will time you out if you're late, so don't be late. Don't waste an opportunity of a lifetime or an opportunity of the year, let's say, because you got timed out. So be aware of what's going on. Every single 8 boards will have 1 tournament official. So there'll be 4 tournament officials on the day. They'll have boards walking around with big like A2 size boards, and they'll have all of the draws on there. So once you know what board you're on, go and work out who your section official is. Get friendly with them. They're really nice people, so they will help you as best as they can. You can ask them any questions throughout the whole day, and they will be happy to answer them for you. So you can ask when you're going to be on, sort of roughly what time, and they will help you out as best as they can. Obviously, if you ask what time they're going to be on, a game might take 5 legs, a game might take 9 legs. It might vary. They might not give you the exact answer, but if you keep checking back at them and you keep working out when you're going to be on, you shouldn't have any issues with being timed out. Also, on your board, you will have a designated marker for the most part. I think it should have a designated marker. Get friendly with them as well. All the markers are lovely. You'll have a good time chatting to the markers and stuff. They're there to officiate your games. They are of a very high standard as well, so they're very good. Obviously, that's where I come from. That's why I'm so brilliant. But they are all very good, I promise you. So get friendly with them. They will help you out as well. So if you know them and you can talk to them and you can say, am I on soon? Am I on next? In between games, they will help you out as well. So every single day, as soon as you know what board you're on, work out who your tournament official is, work out who your marker is, and then you will have a much better time, a much easier time, and you'll have lots of fun. And you get to meet new people as well, which is always great. Okay, should you get a tour card? There is a fee if you get a tour card. It's £100, and you have to pay it within 5 days of getting your tour card, or within 5 days of the end of Q School. So get that paid. I don't know what the consequences are. If you don't get that paid, I guess they will just chase you for it. Get that paid as soon as possible, and you'll have no issues, and you'll be fine. Also, there'll be a few different things that you have to do once you get a tour card, just to keep everyone happy. And there'll be some sort of induction meeting that you have to do on one of the Pro Tours. Make sure you're there. be there and there'll be no problems. And also there might be some online things you have to fill out, but just they'll explain it to you once you've done it. So if you do get a tour card, then it will be explained to you as best as they can, and just follow their instructions and there'll be no issues there. So get that done, and you'll be a PDC professional, and you'll have automatic entry into all the Pro Tours and the UK Open. So you haven't got to qualify for that either. But if you don't get a tour card, there are still things you can do. You can play in the Challenge Tour. There are 24 Challenge Tour events, I believe. Yeah, 24 Challenge Tour events. And you can also enter the Euro Tour qualifiers as well. And you can also play in the Pro Tours if there are not enough players to fill the Pro Tour. So it will all depend on rank. So if you just miss out by a tour card by like one place, you will probably be like really next in line to enter the Pro Tours should players pull out of the Pro Tours. Be aware you might get really late notice on it, like the night before. So just be prepared to go to Pro Tours at last minute if you have the opportunity to. But guys, I think I've explained it as best as I can. If you are going to Q School for the first time, then I hope this has helped. If you are unsure on the rules, I hope this has helped. Anyone who does go to Q School, I wish you the best of luck. It's going to be really interesting this year. Loads of players from the BDL, I guess, are going to be over there. So the standard will be noticeably higher than it has done in years. And good luck. Good luck to everyone who enters. I hope you all do well. I hope you all achieve whatever it is that you're aiming to achieve, whether it's just to play well and get on the Challenge Tour, or whether it is to earn yourself a tour card. So, hope you enjoyed the video, guys. It's pretty in-depth. I hope it's been helpful, and I hope you have a good time up until Q School and during Q School. So, thanks for watching the video, guys. Subscribe if you're new. Leave a like on it if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.